Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
How the fuck are ya?
Hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
What?
I can see it in your eyes.
Say that again.
And you look hypnotized.
Ooh, bars.
Just want to get that out there.
Like, yo, you remember that? You remember we used to play the NBA Streets video games, and one of the songs was like, a na na na, a na.
Make us say, no. We used to think he was taking a shit.
Yo,
Imagine him being in the studio, or not even in the studio, in the bathroom recording this song, taking a shit.
wait, was that not the influence? Because
Nah,
whenever
think it
that
is.
song came on, maybe we're.
Yeah. I mean, we was kids. We'd always thought he was just taking a shit.
Bro, you remember how we used to sometimes get in the shitting squat stance?
No. And when it finally come out, no.
Yo, but that's how it is, especially when you have that hard shit that won't come out. It feels like you're about to bust a nut. And then all the pleasure comes.
And then as soon as it drops out, it's like a huge relief. Like, oh. No. No. It's a huge relief for real.
Yo, I still stand by he
probably was taking a shit.
If he wasn't taking a shit, it was influenced by a moment when he was taking a shit. Because, bro, if you listen to that song, there is so much anger in that na na na. And then, like you
Sorry, guys.
like you said, when he does the
No. Make us say, oh, no. Go ahead.
bro, I love you. Yo, good vibes tonight.
Of course. That's what I do, baby.
Yeah, but there's always even the
I mean, we have tired vibes.
yeah.
I'm not tired yet.
Oh, I'm not either. As you know, I just fucking woke up because I forgot to. Yo, it's just quick segue, bro. Like, isn't that awesome? You set the time. It's like, okay, you're getting in the mindset. I'm going to sleep this many hours. I'm going to wake up at this time. And your dumbass doesn't even hit the on button.
So you just never said it.
Well,
technically.
I technically set it up.
But you just never turned that bitch on. That alarm said, bitch, I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
And you know what woke me up too? I don't know. I just know I was dreaming about something and it was very impactful and it woke me up.
Nah.
I can't tell you. Because the moment I woke up, I looked at my phone. I'm like, why the fuck is it 11 o'clock?
Nah.
And I looked at my alarm. And I'm like, oh.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I didn't click that slide on button. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Rhinos and Aliens show. It is me, the Don Dada of all Dons. Hello.
What's up, brother?
And in front of me, I have
Nature boy.
This
Francis.
is episode 131. And we are the number one podcasting crew in Western New York. You know what time it is.
And we're also the number one what?
Number one, I don't know what else you was about to say.
Number one.
Show in the world. Fuck it. Manifest it.
That's what Jordan would say.
Manifest it and you will achieve it straight like that. But other than that, what's going on, everybody? Welcome.
Swarm and
Welcome.
crash. Crash and swarm.
Crash and swarm. Because we are swarming you and giving you that crashing energy.
Ooh.
Yeah, I did that.
I thought that was going to go downhill, but it went up, so.
Yeah, in my head, I was making it up while I was doing it. I mean,
As
it came
you
out
normally
fluently.
do. But hey, that's all that matters.
Hey, you put me on the spot and I'm clutch. How was your week, my man?
My week, to be fair, bro, my entire week was straight shit until yesterday. So I guess the saying, true, it's not how you start the week, it's how you finish.
Fucking end it.
Yeah.
Make the best of it.
Now, my week was still not nearly what I wanted it to be. But hey, if I could end it on a good note, I can't complain. What about you?
I don't really remember my week, so I'm just gonna say, like I always say, it was shit.
Or as you also like to say,
I
without
make the best of it.
exactly.
I make the best of what I was given.
Yes, bro. Because as I always
I was like, blah, 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 blah.
as I always like to say, when God gives you shit, you make chocolate pie out of it. That's still shit, but it's pie now.
No one wants to eat shitty pie.
Unless you're in the help, then everybody's eating shitty pie.
Paratine.
Because as you said, bro, you manifested. If you think you're eating chocolate pie, I guess you're eating chocolate pie.
Hey, you might be right. You might be right. Even though it tastes a little funny in your mind, if you make it 100% that it's chocolate pie, then it's chocolate pie. That is totally true.
Amen.
I'm not gonna lie to you, because I could buy a $5 pair of shoes. If I think it's Jordan to me.
No, that's true. Yo, you remember those mulberries, bro? I thought it was so cool.
They was at that time. Those drinks was fire. Now though, you wear those.
Well, the thing is too, the moment they went to Kmart, that's when.
I mean, technically, yeah. You know what's crazy? Shaq shoes is in Walmart and Kmart, and you know it sells more just because it's there.
Oh yeah, in terms of the actual sales themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so many people actually go there and they need
those shoes, but there's nothing wrong with that. Them shoes is like Shaq is just great. I don't know what it is. Whatever he does is he's just amazing at it.
Well, I always respect the people that try to provide to the many and not the few.
Exactly. He's actually getting paid a lot from doing that, but at the same time, it wasn't for the money.
Theoretically, yeah. I know Marbury. There's a famous quote. He always disliked Jordan from a business perspective because you supposedly want to help and support your community, but you're doing that by selling. Basically, every sneaker is $100+.
Yeah.
When his mindset was like, "Yo, if I
can put sneakers on kids' shoes or kids' feet
for less than 50, I'm going to fuck.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah,
we're gonna make them affordable.
Yo, that's why I always respected Marbury from a character perspective. Say what you will from a player perspective, character wise.
Yeah.
Yo, that's you're putting your foot where your mouth is. That takes a lot of balls.
It does, because he took a kind of a big risk for that.
Yeah. Okay, bro. As we were saying off camera, and I thought it needed to be stated on camera. If you only have one arm, how do you put a hoodie on? That was your question.
Yeah. No, I wanted to see how you put a hoodie on. You can put a hoodie on with one arm, but my thing is, how does the sleeve work? The arm that you don't have, how does the sleeve work?
See.
So do you tuck the sleeve in, or do you cut the sleeve to fit the arm?
But I thought his hoodie, it was just dangling.
No. That's why I said, how did he do that?
Wait, so it was the same length as this?
Yeah. My thing is, did he cut it, or did he just tuck the whole arm in?
I feel like the tucking the arm in is just a hassle. Because if you're doing every time you put on a hoodie, that's wasted time.
But think about it. You do it so much, you're kind of just used to it. Because long sleeves, you got to do the same thing.
Is there any way he gets them custom made? Is that a possibility in your mind?
Technically, you could. You can cut it and stitch it.
No, but
and stitch it close.
But do you think he's doing that, or he's obviously paying somebody? Unless he has dope ass family members who
just do it for him. Yeah,
which is possible.
Which is definitely possible.
And you're saving a lot of money.
Saving a whole lot of money. Well, Mom, I need you to learn how to stitch. Because ain't no way I'm doing it.
You come out the womb saying that shit, bro. Oh, bro, we were also listening to something off topic. We're just getting I said off topic, off air stuff on air.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, right? 24, bro. We were listening to somebody say, why did you pick the
24?
Number? Yeah, and I know most people are thinking, Kobe. Exactly. Especially with him passed away, let's honor Kobe. That's what I've been doing.
Right.
I've been 8 and 24, bro. 8 and 24. Yo, how many hot dogs you want? I want 8. Yo, how many beans do you want? I want 24 ounces.
Oh, okay. I was about to say it. You get 24 beans, bro. You're just not going to have a full day. you're cheating yourself out this meal.
Amen. But this is what he said. He had 2 reasons. He said, first and foremost, his dad picked out the number 24 when he was younger. It always stuck with him, which I respect that. But more importantly, this is where we get deep. He says there are only 24 hours in a day, and every second of those 24 hours matter. So it makes me determined when I get on that court, I'm rocking 24. It makes me think about life itself.
Yeah, he said in 24 hours you have to utilize those 24 hours. So to keep yourself productive and to make your dreams, like he said,
come true. Which is that not a fact?
Guys, it's a great motivational speech. I'll tell you that.
No,
guys ain't doing shit for 24 hours. What are you doing with your life? This is within my 24 hours. I'm giving you entertainment.
And a part of me in the
process. And a part of me in the process. I'm trying to make something out of this.
Now, this is a serious question. When you're giving a part of you to them, is that part of you growing back every time you come back, or are they slowly depleting your soul? Like a leech.
They're slowly depleting my soul. I'm just saying, because if I give you all of me, I give you all of me, give you all of you.
Is that John Legend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm giving you all of me, and I'm just, I don't know, a leg. Let's say a leg.
You know what I'm thinking about?
I gotta grow all that back.
I'm thinking about how this really relates to them being the swarm, because that's alien.
Oh, yeah. Abduction, and all that. Probing.
Oh, no. This is the alien from the Alien film where that motherfucker is slowly growing inside of you, and then when it's ready.
Disgusting. Got it. So am I giving all of me to him, or is he taking all of me?
Oh, we're getting really specific with the words, bro. This is where words matter.
No. Nah.
You know what's so funny? It probably is going that slow instead of like the actual rhythm. It's like nah, because it's slowly eating you. It's not. It's
Yeah.
So,
My thing is, how did they grow in you so fast? What they do? Just take all your nutrients and proteins and just so they just bust out of nowhere?
Well,
because they grow fast.
Well, think about it like this, right? We automatically look at these aliens like,
guys. By the way, we're talking about aliens from the Aliens movie,
the film franchise.
Yes,
where they're already on these steroids, right? We just think like, what this is? It's on something, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do steroids do? It speeds up every process,
right?
But also remember,
guys, we got to call in.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I like that, Tom.
Oh, so you do butt play.
You do little butt play.
What about some tongue action?
Absolutely. All right, relax. That's why you ate my ass. Because my boy been around me since all his life. All I gave him was black girls.
Donyhal, you're barely black now?
I guess. Apparently. Who throwing ass in the background? Wait, I see ass. I am a wholesome man who loves vagina. My dick never burned, so I don't know my dick never burned. Man, if she break my heart, I'm fucking her whole family. Now it's nasty after you fucked me and my dad.
Double standards out here, bro.
But now it's nasty when we try to fuck at the same time. Listen, I'm gonna go to Pops. I'm like, Pops, listen. All right, guys, we're going back to the video. Bye. But yeah, guys, that's slut shaming. Slut shaming. Guys, now we can really dive into this conversation after we had that little call in. Sorry about that.
No, it's good. We got a lot.
We actually got that one question was pretty good.
No, I put that down, bro. I'm going to ask you that personally because that made me start thinking.
Yeah, that was a really good question.
What is the limit? Okay, but before we get into that, slut shaming. First off, should we do it? Period.
I feel like it came off of someone being hurt and just start calling somebody names because they wasn't getting the treatment that they was getting before.
Yeah, passion and jealousy.
Yeah. So
Bad combo.
I feel like it could have came off of just someone just hating on someone else or just being jealous of someone else.
Don't most negative things come from human envy to begin with anyways?
Exactly. So I feel...
So should we do it?
No, I don't feel like we should.
But what if it is a fact?
If it's a fact...
Slut shaming should happen, but only when it is a 100% fact. And you shouldn't promote it. You shouldn't advertise it. But it should be in the history books so it can be known.
Okay. I mean, so why do you say yeah then?
Well, I look at it from the viewpoint of people in general are deceiving. So if a woman really wants somebody for reasons that are selfish, they might change up and act like there's something that they're not. So the oblivious person doesn't know what they're getting themselves into. But if it's knowledge and it's written down in the history books, metaphorically speaking,
Yeah.
then if this person decides to still pursue this slut, now it's all on you. You can't blame anybody else. You're getting yourself into this hot mess. That's why I believe in slut shaming. It's no different than letting it be known that this person is a known cheater.
So what do you classify as slut shaming then? Like what goes into that? Like do you call a girl a slut because she's cheating on you for another guy, or do you call her a slut because she's just having fun? Like as they would say.
I think a slut in the most universal sense is when a woman is deceiving and easy.
You don't have to be a freak to be a slut, but some sluts are freaks.
Yes. Think about a lot of the freaks that you know. It's the ones you would have never expected.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Okay, lady in the street, but a freak in the bed.
Exactly.
Okay.
And most of the sluts I know aren't freaks, but they're easy. That's why, or another way to put it, when I use the term slut, every slut I know is easy to some degree. Like that, like for me, a hoe is just, she gets around, but she might have standards.
Okay. That's still a slut, but
we're getting into the technicalities of the different levels to this shit.
so there's levels to being a slut.
I feel like there is. Like there's levels to being a prostitute. You got the high class ones,
Which is escorts.
and courtesans, and then you got the streetwalkers. They're all prostitutes,
Technically, yeah.
but
They're classified, and some of them are bougie and some of them are trashy.
exactly.
Got it. So you got to work your way up.
Yes.
So you got to work your way up to be called a slut. That's what you're saying.
Well, for example, you know thoughts, right?
Yes.
A thoughts is applied to everybody.
That's a ratchet bitch.
That hole over there.
Yeah, that's a ratchet slut, which is classified as a thought.
Now we're getting into perspectives. I'm just talking about from a whole perspective, right? Whenever you think about this woman getting around, like the first thing is a hoe.
Okay.
But when there's like legitimate passion behind it, or it's really known, you have to throw out a more harsh word. Slut, bro. Like a hoe is a tool. It's a guarding tool.
This is true.
A slut, I don't know the original definition, but I've never heard it used in a different manner. And as I'm talking, Donyhal will look up the original definition of slut.
Yeah, because I now that you say that, I never actually knew the actual meaning. And it's a lot of words that we don't really know the meaning of.
The original meaning of that word.
Yeah.
But a hoe, especially if you come from an area that isn't...
Slut is a noun, by the way, if you guys didn't know that. A woman who carries many casual sexual partners. That is a slut.
Any other definition that pops up?
Similar. Hussy. Puta? What the fuck is that? A tart? A tramp. Skank.
Oh, those
trumpet.
are synonyms.
Yeah.
So there's no other definition. That's the only definition.
Yeah.
See? So
Number two, the offensive. The first one I read was offensive. The
Non-offensive.
no, well, it says offensive
Again? Okay. So what's the other offensive?
Derogatory.
Derogatory.
A woman with low standards of cleanliness.
So either definition of slut goes back to a woman and it goes back to low standards.
Yeah.
So you see where a hoe, bro, is less demeaning.
But why is it defined as just a woman?
Okay, well we could get. I'm assuming it's a woman just because when it was created.
Yeah.
You have to remember these words were created hundreds of years ago.
But this one says.
You're going.
This one is another definition. It doesn't exactly say a gender. It says when someone has it says someone who has many sexual partners. It doesn't exactly say a gender.
Okay, so that's the politically correct definition that was just created.
Okay.
So that's why it says someone. But I was going to say, forget the gender aspect of it.
This one says especially a woman. It says slut definition: a person, especially a woman, who is sexually promiscuous.
Promiscuous. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're just fucking that word up.
Yeah, I apologize. A slut is a vulgar insult aimed at a woman, and it impels that she sleeps around or has sex with too many people. It is not cool to call any woman a slut. I can call any woman a slut if I want to.
Okay, so what are all these definitions the root coming down to? A person?
A person or specifically a woman.
Yes. But
there's never a man being called a slut. We can, because it says a person, but
we're getting too focused on the woman part. We need to. Every single definition is a human being a dirtbag, being easy, loosey goosey, whatever term you want to use. With all these other words, freak, hoe, I believe even whore, they have different meanings. But a slut, every single definition, unless you want to be the dickhead and you're a professional.
Well, that one definition did say a person, especially a woman, is someone who's not as clean as the other. Yeah. We know. Guys, don't put shit in the comments saying about it. All right, we're about to clean it up now.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Donyhal, because I was about to say that if you want to be technical, then yes, you could go that route. But we all know that's the nice way of saying that bitch is dirty because she gets around.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So when I think about slut, that's why I add, it's just not that they're sleeping with a lot of people. It's the low standards of who they're sleeping with. For example, if she only sleeps with celebrities or models, right? You're getting around, but do we really blame you for getting around? Especially if you're getting stuff in return, you get a nice gift. It's like, okay, yeah, she's a thought. She's doing her thing, but she's doing
what she's supposed to do.
Yes. A slut, bro. That's just next.
You're just not getting shit in return.
The best way to put it, when I think about a hoe, I'm thinking about an escort. She has a mission in sight. You might not fuck with how she's going about the mission, but she has a mission. A slut, she's a streetwalker. She could have had a better life. She could have higher standards. But for whatever reason, she just doesn't give a fuck.
I guess that's a way to put it.
Yes. So now we actually already started talking about this. Should slut shaming only be for females? Or should it be only for males? Or should it be for both?
If we're doing just genders, I would say it should go for both.
I agree.
If we're going to specify it, we could put it...
humans.
For humans, then yes, it can go both ways. Don't quote me on it, guys. I'm just saying.
Well, don't forget, it's the massive movement of women are equal to men, so why can't women do what men do?
Yeah, exactly. Because for females, if you guys got more than 10 bodies, you're a slut, technically, in our generation.
I would say a hoe. I would say sluts is when they get over
20, 25, 30, 50.
I would say 50.
I never known a girl to get to 50, so...
That you know...
that I know of.
What's the famous Drake saying in that Rihanna song?
What? Don't miss me.
No, it's like whatever a girl says multiplied by 3.
Oh yeah, I don't remember exactly. That was
That was Drake.
not Drake. I think that's J. Cole.
Then what did Drake? He had a Rihanna song.
He had something with it, but I think what you just said
Was J.
is
Cole?
J. Cole.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Drake Cole. It was Drake Cole.
Well, J. Cole, he was born in the hood. He was raised in the hood. He is still hood
Yeah, by heart.
by heart. I think he knows what he's talking about. And I'm also saying that because I agree with him from personal experience.
Yeah. I think so.
So if a woman says 15, and by the way, let's be real, bro. Nowadays,
Damn, that means 45. That's disgusting. Well, it's not disgusting. I don't know. Like,
but there's many factors. What if, okay, if an 18-year-old says 45, that's but if a 45-year-old woman says 45, is that actually
that's not technically wrong because I would say she had sex, but that you can't say that because that means she was just having sex when she came out the womb. I was about to say technically
year.
you can divide it all by one, but you can't do that. So that just means that 1 year she started having sex, and then
Twice a
one
year.
of those years,
bro, that's not that. Yo, dude,
one of those years she was like, "Fuck it, let's just have sex."
have you
It
ever
can go in many ways.
have you ever noticed the women that shame high body counts are normally the ones with the high body counts? Dude, a lot of women I know, the ones who are out in the public saying, you know, why does thought have this many bodies? Why does slut fucking all these guys? Yet you actually,
She has a lot too. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I actually do know a few of those.
dude, it's the insecurities, man. It's
It is.
the insecurities.
It is. But I do know some females who are down, like, who are comfortable with themselves to be like, yeah, I got this many bodies, and I mean, like, I don't give a fuck as long as I don't catch nothing.
Which, is that not the perspective that a man has when it comes to sexual encounters?
This is true.
And yo, a quick side note to support this example. In Australia, at least in Sydney, right?
Yep.
It's very, there's nothing in the middle. These women are either very conservative or they're very open. And what I mean by that is that they either have very few bodies, so they live up to the stereotypical concept of a woman, or they're fucking savages. Like when I say
Where?
In Sydney, Australia.
Oh,
So
okay.
where they have, I'm talking, bro, supposedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly they have 100 plus bodies before they're even 20.
What the fuck?
But when you think about it, it is, if a woman wants to be a quote unquote player, or as society would view them, a full blown slut, a woman could get a high body count very quickly. Because who normally pursues who? Men pursue women.
Yeah.
So if you're a nympho, or you just want dick, or for somehow you only get pursued by attractive men, it's very easy to say, okay, I'll open my legs.
This is true.
But this is my reverse question, right? If a man always had women pursuing him, would most men not have high body counts? So what women do is actually a double whammy of somehow, on average, women have a lower body count than men, but they're always being pursued. So the strength and the will not to give in is commendable.
I kind of agree with that because a lot of girls that kind of do talk, like, come forward, like, aggressive, or not aggressive, but, like, they come forward to and actually let you know, like, they have an attraction towards you.
Yeah.
I actually did shut down. I mean, later on, I probably did have sex with them. But, like, at first, it's like, it's not so much normal, so you don't really get that attention. Because we're all, like you said, we usually have to be the first person to step up and say something.
Yeah, they're
So
aggressors.
so it's not, like, normal, which is bullshit. But
Well, it's bullshit now.
older women, though, older women be out there. They be out Saturday. I had this older lady come up to me and was, like, legit trying to talk to me.
You know why?
I mean, I was a little thrown off, but I talked to her. I forgot her name. I think it was like Tasha or something.
Because normally one of three situations, they either don't give a fuck, they literally have no other options, so they must be the aggressor, or they're going through menopause and they're horny as all horn dogs.
Hey, you going through menopause? Just call me.
I'm telling you, if you're a young man
Just call
and
me,
you
baby.
want experienced, nonstop pussy,
Get a cougar.
yo, facts.
Just
Fucking
call.
facts, bro.
Just call me. You can reach me at at DonnyBoy_13 on Instagram. You can hit my DMs, and I usually look at them. I don't know. Sometimes I don't reply, but I look at them, and if you're very attractive, I will apply pressure. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so what is your cutoff? What is your limit of where she goes from? Okay, she's one level of.
If you got more bodies than me,
I couldn't even. I'm not gonna throw that out there, but
yeah, you got more bodies than me, then we got a problem, and we both need to go get tested before sex.
Well, to be fair, I think you should always. But in
Yeah,
that case,
definitely.
That is
but
a
in
100.
that case,
100.
yeah, we definitely, because I don't want to toot my horn, but I am a experienced sex partner.
You're closer to 100 than
I
you are 1.
am not. But I am
Whoa,
an
whoa, whoa.
experienced
Whoa,
sex guy.
You're
Like,
going to lie to the crash and swarm.
I'm not lying.
You're not closer to 100
I'm
than
not
1?
lying. I'm okay. I'm closer to 100 than 1. Yes.
Yes. I said that specifically so I don't put a legit.
Number. Yeah,
Yes.
because I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am closer to 100 than 1.
Thank you.
For the most part. But if you're closer to 100 than I am, we have a problem.
Yeah.
We have a problem.
Especially if the type of men is consistently like your type.
Yeah. We definitely got a problem. Definitely, because now we got to go stitch your shit up.
Which, by the way, that is actually a surgery to tighten women's pussy. Which is...
So we got to get it tested, and we got to put money together to stitch your shit up.
Which, at that point, is it even worth it?
Nope.
Unless you love her.
For the test part, yes. It's always worth it.
No, but the stitching, I meant.
Oh, yeah, no.
Unless you love her.
No. Because even if you stitch it up, you still have to wait to have sex with her, because it has to heal.
Yeah, but if you love her...
Yeah, if I love her. But we don't love these hoes.
We should start saying in that case, we don't love these sluts. Doesn't have the same ringtone.
We don't love these sluts, but it doesn't sound
I know.
good. No. It sounds a little sad.
What? But this is the whole point of this conversation, though. Yo, when you say slut, it has a different meaning than hoe.
Yeah. We don't love these hoes. Hoes is like it's like a powerful word. Like you can put emphasis on it. Slut is just slut.
But it's like, yo, as we said, you could be a hoe once you get 10 bodies. It's like, okay, oh yeah, I'm a hoe. I embrace that. Who gives a fuck? How many women truly embrace slut though? Besides the true savages.
Besides those slut walkers. Remember?
Exactly. But yo, Amber Rose, I actually believe she's a slut. She's just proud of it, which
She's proud of it.
I'm not hating.
I feel like it's okay. So would you say, can a person be a slut if they're intertwined with it?
You mean
Like if they embrace it?
well, a slut is a slut no matter what. It's just, are you going to shy away from it or are you going to embrace it? You have two options. Like if you're a pedophile, you're a pedophile no matter what. It's just, are you going to accept that and try to
Do better or
are you just going to let sin take over and keep
being a pedophile?
Yeah. You have two options in this world. You go against your grain or you go with it.
So which one would you respect more? You gonna let that man be who he is, or he's gonna overpower it?
Well,
I think we talked about this. Actually,
we never got to this point though. But to
I
answer,
think you said you respect them more because they overcome what their true nature was. Wasn't it that? In like one of our past episodes?
if I did say that, then I need to take that back because it all depends on their nature.
Okay.
If you have a naturally good nature and you're doing everything to go against it, then why?
I mean, if he's a pedophile and he's trying to go against the nature of being a pedophile.
But that's a bad nature. That's sinful. But
Yeah,
if
that's
you-
what I'm saying. You said you respect them more because their true nature was being a pedophile.
Oh, 100%. But I'm saying if let's say you're a natural born leader and you're doing everything in your power not to lead.
Oh, I mean, like,
There's
that's
a two-way
completely different. Yeah.
But answering your question, you said, do you respect somebody going against their nature or going with it? It depends on the nature.
Okay, that's true.
Like if a woman is naturally a bitch and she just, oh yeah, I'm going to be a bitch. I guess I respect you for being who you are.
You are, yeah.
But at the same time, you're still a bitch.
You're still a bitch.
So I don't,
I don't like you.
It's
but I
very
respect you.
Yo, great use of that term. Yes, how can I respect you? You're being who you are. But at the same time, I can't fuck with you. I don't need that energy.
Man, fuck that bitch.
Or with this topic, fuck that.
Fuck that slut.
Okay, you have anything else to say?
Nah,
I agree with a lot. Yeah, that was good.
I agree to a lot of it.
And yo, for me, just to answer the question, my cutoff point would be if your body count is double your age,
So if you're 25 and your body count is 50,
then unbiasedly speaking, I would say you're technically a slut.
you're closer to 101.
No, I'm closer to 1.
You're a slut. You're a liar.
No,
Guys, he's lying.
I don't have sex a lot. Yo, bro, it's going on a year, baby.
That's a year. That last year, you was a slut.
I went 4 years before that. Name one slut that does that.
A lot of slut take breaks.
4-year breaks?
Probably not that long. Probably even longer. A lot of sluts take breaks.
So you take breaks.
Yes.
Has it ever been longer than a year?
Yes.
Damn.
Exactly. Sluts take breaks.
Next topic. Okay, guys, we're going to talk about reading the fine print or the little details. And I just want to use an example. Target, for one of the past weeks, they promoted get a free $10 gift card with a $50 plus video game purchase. But you know what the fine print reads? Excludes Sony first-party games, new releases, and pre-orders. So
all
what?
the knockoffs, all the boring games,
All the old games that you probably already own,
all the games you already probably beat.
etc., etc. So the point,
There's a lot of games out there that you probably never played too, though.
and I put money, most of those games aren't sold in stores anyways. So
What the fuck is the point?
exactly. So the point of that quick message is, be it coupons or be it life itself.
It's something like that. Remember, I went through something like that with as soon as the PlayStation 5 came out, and they was doing like a deal, like a buy two for one or something like that.
Yeah.
No, buy two get one free.
The reason why I want to point this out, because a few weeks before that, so roughly a month ago, they had this food thing going on, and the fine print, for example, in the ad they say certain amount off of this food brand, right? Mm-hmm. But if you read the fine print, it's not the entire brand; it's this specific product of that brand. So it's like, if that's the case, just fucking say that in the headline.
It makes life easier.
Exactly.
Or they probably do that just to manipulate people to get there.
Well, you know why they do that? Most people don't actually look at their receipts.
Look at the fine print and all that.
No. Basically, everybody doesn't look at the fine print, but once they actually purchase the product, they don't look at the receipt to see if they actually got it for free. I always look at my receipt because maybe the system bugs out or the cashier doesn't do their job. Yo, it might not seem like it, but if you go to the store for like this one product, you get 20 units of that product. $1 might not seem like a lot, but $20 adds up.
It does. You add 4 of those.
That's 24.
What?
We got 20. You said you add 4. That's 24. I thought you were going to come back to 24 hours in a day. Every hour matters, baby.
Yeah. What he said.
Oh, you weren't going for that?
No.
Oh.
You said that's $20. I said, yeah, and you add 4 of those. That's.
Oh, like 80. Oh,
Yeah.
got it.
I mean, technically, that still goes to the 24 and 8 part that you was talking about Colby.
80, baby. 80, baby.
Technically.
Okay, I'm glad we actually somewhat mentioned this because I guess we somewhat talked about this in another episode. This was just a different reframing. I came across a quote. I respect
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Yeah, I agree.
Is there a saying for guys? Like, is there something women came up with?
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, and niggas ain't shit but money and dick.
Damn. No, that is very valid.
Ha! Get you some that you guys can use.
If you're being very savage, at least.
Yeah. Don't say that shit to me.
But you do have both the money and the dick.
I occasionally have money. I always will have the dick.
Okay. I respect individuals who admit weakness rather than act like they're strong. Now, what I want us to do with this quote, first off, do you agree? And then we're going to break it
Say
down.
it one more time.
Got it. I respect individuals who admit their weaknesses rather than act like they're strong and promote strengths.
I agree with it, but at the same time, I personally don't always do it.
So you want to be clear, you're not trying to be a hypocrite.
Yes.
I respect that.
Because there's multiple times where I can be at my lowest, but you wouldn't know because I'm not showing it.
I would say that's very often, which most people would never even consider.
Exactly.
Which is why I love being around you, because everybody thinks, yo, Donnie is this. I'm like, if only you.
If only you really knew. So yeah, I agree with it, yes. But without being a hypocrite, I personally don't always do it.
You say it to hold yourself to that standard, even though it's almost impossible to do that as a human being.
Yeah. I mean, you want to show strength always. You always want to encourage other people to also to show strength and
especially for men
and all that. Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of times as men, there's a lot of times we are at our lowest, but we get called weak just for showing it.
So what if I said this quote, if you used it from the perspective, as long as you don't always do it, that's when this quote comes true. Meaning, if you're not always like showing something that you're not, then it's more valid than saying always and never. Meaning, if, of course, every individual is going to try to act strong during a weak point, but as long as they're not always doing it, then you could still hold respect for that individual.
Then I feel like it would negate itself.
Okay.
Only because if you're not always showing what you're feeling, then technically you're still technically not being yourself.
Technically being a hypocrite, if you're saying this, yeah.
Yes. Because you're not always showing your true nature or always showing your true feelings, I should say. You're doing it when you feel like it.
So I guess whenever somebody says this quote, the follow-up question should be, do you feel like anybody 100% of the time shows their true nature?
No.
So I guess this quote is really...
And if I'm not going to lie, it is people out there that really do show their nature 100% of the time. It is, but it's not as common as someone giving or showing you what they want you to see.
But do they, though? Like, because when you really think about it, bro, I would make the case that me and you are some of the more authentic, honest individuals.
For the most part.
But if we're going to the true heart of this quote, we're technically fake as shit, though.
Yeah, that's why I said I agree with it. But I know personally, I don't do it. Okay, I forgot about the topic, so can we get back to that?
Yeah, well, the topic was just, I respect individuals who admit their weaknesses rather than promote.
Oh, okay. So do you actually respect them then?
When I was thinking about this quote, I wasn't thinking in 100% terms, so I did easily agree with it.
Right.
If we're speaking in 100% reality, then I can't disagree. I mean, I can't agree with it because it's just not possible.
Yeah.
But in an unbiased hypothetical world, I do agree with it because you're using a weakness and turning it into a strength when you literally can't, because it is a weakness. Like, if you can't If you can only do 5 push-ups, but then you're bragging, oh,
I could do 25.
yeah. When the moment comes, no matter how much you talk about it, no matter how much you express and gloat, you literally can't do what you're expressing. That's what I think about this.
So
quote.
is it just a courage or?
That's perspective, right? Some people could look at it as courage because at the end of the day, all it takes is one person
Motivating or something.
motivating. But for me, the reason why I agree with the quote.
But for me, you're just a liar.
No, you are, bro. Because for me, it comes back down to, like, for example, if you're a personal trainer,
Yeah.
but you're overweight, I can't get by that because you're teaching. Like, even if you know what to do, you can't
Actually do it, or you're not doing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I know a lot of people do this for like sports commentating.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, we can play sports.
Yeah.
And the sports we
good
play.
at it?
But even then, like, we could still, like, for example, I never criticize tennis because I know how fucking hard it is. I just point out the facts. But when it comes to basketball and a player isn't hustling, like, I might not be the best offensive player, but I have determination, hustle, grit, and defense.
Dennis Rodman, not an offensive player, but he got all of that.
I'm the short white boy version of that, yes.
There you go.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, for me, when I think about this quote, it's almost like you can't give actual criticism or you can't give actual perspective if you can't do it, let alone you don't even understand it. So there's so many ways to go about this quote. I just thought when I read this quote, it's like, damn, you can think about this from so many perspectives. Are we taking this from a human perspective? Are we taking it from a robotic? Because if we're
taking it from a robotic perspective, then yeah, I can agree with that.
Well, but this is the thing. Robots would say, okay, if we're going by this law, all humans are flawed. Because no human, theoretically speaking, can stay true to this.
This is true.
So it's just, like always, it depends on perspective.
Depends on perspective. Can I get that in the chat? Can put it in the comments. It all depends on perspective. I'm going to put that in there. When this video shows up, I'm going to put it in there. It depends on perspective.
Are you actually going to remember that, though?
Am I going to remember it? No.
Well, I'm going to text you.
You can just remind me.
Depends on perspective.
By Donnie.
Remind
For Donnie.
Donyhal.
There you go. I'm going to put it right in the comment. And then all you got to do is pin it.
Yo, you should also do that for everything. You should do that for the Facebook. You know how you normally share?
Oh, yeah.
Just put
Depends on perspective.
100. You know how you do that 100 symbol?
Oh, yeah. 100. Facts. That's what that means, for real. Facts.
You can't deny. Yo, I agree, though. You can't deny this. Amen, motherfucker.
This is true.
Okay, so the last topic that isn't fact-based, because we're going to end on that one fact thing
Okay.
I told you about. How do you feel about
Bitches.
I was watching something, and basically the summary of it came down to this. Women are either equals to men or they're not. Either they can go toe-to-toe with us or they can't. If they can't, then they need to stop talking about how they want to be in the kitchen if they can't handle the heat.
Give me an example.
Technically, the same people who talk about trans rights
Right.
are also the same ones complaining when trans come into women's sports dominating. Meaning everything should be a two-way street here.
If you're saying they have all equal rights, so they should also have equal rights to play in any sport they want.
As an example, that's like the most obvious, most controversial example.
Okay.
I'm not saying I agree with that perspective. I'm just saying if you're going to say, and I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying at least in the corporate media, the same people who say, oh, women are blah, 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 the same level as men. But then it depends how far are you willing to go with that statement? Because if that's the case.
So I don't know if you guys remember this movie. Have you ever watched the movie Joanna Man?
No, but I remember how you and X a while back brought that up, and
Yeah, just look it up.
well,
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, would that go with this statement?
100%. That would be even more so because he's not going through any surgeries. He's just dressing up like a woman. So that's even more.
Yeah. So he's just a drag queen playing basketball.
Exactly. So that's even more supporting this specific statement because he's staying a true man in terms of hormones and all that.
Yeah.
So I when I think about this, I think about going back to the previous quote we had. At the end of the day, it's all about consistency. If you truly believe in something, it doesn't matter the example, it doesn't matter the situation. You should stay true to what you said. Like, for example, I believe in the little details, right?
Yeah.
So no matter the situation, I will technically always say, at the very least, I respect that you paid attention to little details. It doesn't matter if it's a platonic relationship, a sexual relationship, an emotional relationship, if it's business, if it's family related, if we're talking about sports, if we're talking about finance. You know where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
If you truly believe in something, this is when it comes down. If something is truly a code to you, if something is truly a principle that you believe in, then it doesn't matter the situation. It could be literally the most minor, the most massive, the most common, the least common. If you truly believe in something, how can you say, oh, this situation is different? If that's the case, then you don't truly believe in that.
In your statement or what you believe in.
The concept of cheating is so complex, I don't even know what I believe in. So I'm not going to preach to the world, preach to my brothers, oh, I'm never going to cheat. I don't believe in cheating because I don't know. But if I was 100%...
But if he was in that situation, would you...
I don't know. But I'm always preaching to you guys consistency and little details. Because...
So you change the details. Because the details matter.
Exactly.
That's what you're basically trying to say.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
And this was just... this is a different way of saying... Going back to our mantra, it seems like at Rhinos and Aliens, is that the passion, the consistency. Believe what you want to believe in, but just make sure you're actually being true to that. Don't say you believe in this or don't make this statement because somebody else is making it. Because if that's the case, you always go by the principle, not the thing. And if the thing changes, then you just have to change what you fuck with because they're no longer abiding by your principle. It's the same thing with friends. When you grow and your friends don't, or if you guys diverge, you might always respect them as long as they're going the right path. But if it's a different path from you, you might have to say, it's like, let's call it what it is. Quits. Yeah.
That's true. Because one person can grow and another person just doesn't want to, or he just stays in the same spot.
And I'm glad you said that. There's a difference from growing and a difference from changing up.
Yeah.
And when I say changing up, I don't mean changing. I mean you're switching shit around just because it's convenient in the moment.
Yeah.
True growth means you're doing what needs to be done. You're making the hard decisions.
All right, let's go back to the main question, though, because I definitely got lost in the sauce.
Okay, so... The main question was more so an example of what I just discussed. But, quote unquote, it says, women are either equal to men or they're not. Either they can go toe-to-toe with men or they can't. So if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, get the fuck out.
So I would say I would agree with it because it's not following the quote exactly about the women and men.
But the principle of it.
Principle of it,
yeah.
If you... say like you said, if you believe in something, you have to fully believe in it. So
there's no half steps there.
You can't half step or, oh well, I didn't exactly say that. You can't do that. You just can't. If you actually believe in it, then you actually, like what we say, you have to be consistent.
Yeah.
So I personally agree with it.
Okay. Well, so which part? Is it more so if you're going to say something, it's like, okay, you better put the actions in to support what you're preaching? Is that
Yeah, it's more so, like you said, the details matter. So if you actually say it, then just mean it. That's pretty much the easiest way to say it.
which should apply to every aspect of anyone's life.
Yeah, like even now I pay attention to what I'm saying. So if I say, well, sometimes I do joke around, don't get me wrong.
But that's you.
Yeah, but for the most part, if I say I love you, I'm like, I personally feel the way I am because you, like, I don't know, it's like it's more of a connection thing. So if I say I love you, then I actually mean it.
You're doing something to me that allows me to express this.
Yeah, and it's like I appreciate you for who you are, and what we have here is something special. Which could go for a female or a brother or a close friend or
whatever.
Anything. Yeah. So if I say that, then I mean our connection, what we have is something special, more than common, I should say.
Okay.
It's a rarity.
Yeah. Well, what we know of the concept of love, I agree.
Yeah. So.
Because who truly knows what love is? But in terms of what we paint love as, 100%.
Yeah, so it's like, I pay attention to it now. I pay attention to a lot of things I say now.
Which, by the way, I would say the best part about this podcast, since we talk so much, it has made us realize.
Yeah, the things we say.
It matters.
It matters. Definitely.
Yeah. Because if you're loosey-goosey with what you say, from be it just words to terms to overall messages, if you're loosey-goosey about that, then the next time you say something, how can we trust each other, let alone the audience? It's like, okay, yeah, he says one day, oh, I love women, and the next day, yo, fuck these scumbags. You know what? Like, as an example.
Yeah, because there's definitely a few of those that have been in here. Just saying.
Fuck you, bro. I'm so mad because you can actually wink, but you just do that to make fun of me.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, I know it's all love, but it's still fuck you.
Yeah, I love you too. Guys, I can actually wink. It takes practice, man. That's all it is.
To be fair, that one time off camera, I did a
pretty decent job. Kind of, yeah. It was like Tourette's.
Exactly. But Tourette's is better than
what you did. Yeah. He literally controlled his wink. I don't know how that's possible, but cool.
Okay, guys, we're going to end this with a simple fact. This is a fact about how cruel Mother Nature is. And just be appreciative that Mother Nature is also kind, because Mother Nature has gifted us with bodies to adapt and fight off
what the fuck we've been through.
The sins of Mother Nature. Like, Mother Nature is a very bipolar mother, you know? Like, one second she loves you, and the next second she just wants to whoop your ass. But she's still your mother, so you
have to love her, or for who she is.
Respect her for who she is, because she doesn't change up. She's very consistent. Going back to this whole episode, right?
Exactly. Okay,
so the CDC estimates that the burden of illness during the 2018 to 2019 season for influenza was 35.5 million people in America only getting sick. Of those 35 million, 16.5 million people had to go to healthcare. 500,000 of them were hospitalized, and 34,000 of them died. By the way, this is just America, United States of America, and just influenza, which is, quote unquote, that's what the common cold is, and other variants of that, the flu, blah, blah, blah. As of the 2019-2020 season, so this is before the coronavirus happened.
Okay.
That increased from 35.5 million people getting sick to at least 39 million people. It went from 16.5 with healthcare to 18. The hospitalizations actually decreased from 500,000 to 400,000, and the deaths decreased from 34 to 24. The reason why I mentioned this, I wanted to point out, just because more people get sick, that does not mean more people are going to die. And in this case of the flu, the common cold, it actually showed the complete opposite. More people got sick from year to year, and less people actually had severe situations and deaths. So I wanted to give people a perspective. Just because you're getting facts doesn't mean you're getting the whole truth. And yes, this is going into COVID-19. Just because people were promoting this many people are getting
dying.
No. This many people are getting sick. It doesn't mean they're dying.
Oh, okay.
So yes, technically every person could have caught COVID. But if only 0.01% of them are dying, it doesn't matter who's catching it. We're still surviving it. Which, at the end of the day, that is the whole point of being human. Yeah. You adapt. You grow.
Sure.
So I just wanted to point out that if you see somebody who caught, in this case, the flu, or you hear numbers, oh, the flu is increasing year to year, that doesn't mean anything. So that's a little information, and that is the full. That is the full truth. Oh, full, yeah. Full cup of tea right there. You got very British.
I did. Yeah, you seen the pinky?
Yeah, with that.
It was one of the small cups.
No. Yeah. With the biscuit, do you have a biscuit with you?
Got the little small one. You gotta take a nibble. You gotta be real polite.
Are you dipping it in the tea?
Is it a dry biscuit?
Aren't most of those biscuits dry? Yo, have you ever had a biscuit
that's like really moisture? Yes,
but
a dinner biscuit.
Yeah, but those are normally American too.
Yeah. I never actually had a British biscuit.
My mom got a whole package of British biscuits.
I bet you they're bone dry.
Yo, bro, and it's so bad because we have actually good tea now. Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit,
You gonna dip it?
Well, I was thinking I'm going to dip some
British shit.
I'm going not dip some. It's British.
Oh, you're gonna try both?
Yes.
Oh, you're experimenting.
Exactly. I'm just gonna put it like this. Once I had to dry, the rest were moist as fuck because I was dipping, and I was not even considering non-dip. And when I say that it's so dry, I mean I would not eat a dry part. It would have to be fully dipped or
nothing at all.
Yeah, it just.
You ever had something so dry and it messes up like everything in your mouth?
Your taste buds.
Yeah, like definitely. You eating something
almost like cinnamon, not quite like cinnamon.
Oh God, that is horrible. That dries out everything. You wanted anything, you better drink some water with that. Like you're not. No, don't do it, guys. Remember the cinnamon challenge?
Yeah, no, I never.
A lot of people almost died because of that.
And there's a reason for that. I did not partake.
Yeah,
there's also a reason.
Yeah, I wasn't doing the dumb shit.
You know why? Because I actually knew my history of cinnamon.
Oh, I didn't know the history of it, but...
Well, glad to know you're not a follower, which I already knew, but... No, bro, I'm telling you, most of those people were like, oh, I'm going to get famous from this. I'm going in. I'm going to win. And they almost died.
Speaking of almost dying and Mother Nature... Can we talk about the weather we had the other day where it was hot and it started raining like
and the humidity
all hell
really kicked in?
Yeah, and it was helling.
Wait, whoa! When was this? Was I sleeping?
It was like last week, Thursday, Friday.
But nighttime or during the day?
During the day.
Oh, that's why I was sleeping.
Bro, it was horrible. Like it rained like it was a complete thunderstorm. Okay. Complete thunderstorm. It was going by. I'm on my way.
I know which day you're talking about because I remember the thunderstorm.
Yes, but it was in midday though. Like it was 3:00.
I remember. Well, it didn't thunderstorm when I was up, but as I was going into sleep, you could see the clouds. So yeah, I know which day.
I was driving home, bro. I seen
because that was your
lightning.
Early shift,
yeah, I seen the lightning. I was like, oh, all right, but it's like 75, 80 outside. So I'm like, what is going on?
And it held?
Yes, that's what really messed me up. I was like, yeah, we're dead. But it was raining. My thing is, it was raining so hard, I thought my windshield was going to crack. That's how terrible it was.
Really loud.
Yes, it was the big old raindrops. Bro, I thought my windshield was going to crack.
Where the sound almost sounds piercing, right?
Yes. It was dangerous, bro. And then out of nowhere, I was probably like 5-10 minutes away from home, and it started hailing every drop. Like, and it was big hails. I was like, "Yep, we're dead."
Yo, have we ever gotten that you can recall? I can't remember the last time we had hell during the summertime.
Exactly. Hell is ice. So how the fuck?
But no, because I'm saying I remember both spring and fall, and then obviously we get hell quite common during the wintertime.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think about summer, especially, dude. This is
First time ever in history for us.
around the 4th of July, and we're getting hell.
We got hell, bro. I went on social media. It's so many people recording their streets because there was so much hell on their streets and sidewalk, and it's ridiculous. I mean, it was still sunny that day. Like after that,
When I woke up,
melted.
it was sunny.
Yeah, after that, it just melted.
That's why I didn't even know it held.
Bro, it was ridiculous. It was so much. That's the crazy part.
When I woke up, though, it was humid as fuck.
Oh, yes. It was pretty foggy, too.
I'm like, I'm not biking a Tesla today. Fuck that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Dude, nothing is worse than that stickiness of humidity.
That's the worst. Humid and
I would rather...
muggy.
No.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that's the one negative thing about Florida, bro. It's like, damn, dude.
It's probably because they're just close to the water, too, though.
True. And at the end of the day, you as a human, you adapt. If you have that mugginess all year round,
yeah.
You just
natural.
It's the same thing when people first move up here during the wintertime. It's like, oh, you guys picked a dumb time.
It's cold as fuck. You gonna freeze. You gonna freeze, but next year, you gonna be all right. You're going to be all right.
And then after
for
5
next 2 years.
Yeah. But after 5 years, it's less so you're all right, and it's more so you're just sick of it.
Yeah. Now I'm just sick of it. And I'm so surprised when somebody comes up here and be like, oh, I never seen snow. And it's like, you're not going to want to after this. You came to the wrong spot to see it. Because we're going to see a whole lot of it now.
Because of the lake.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
New York City, people don't realize it really doesn't snow that much. It snows so much more in Boston than New York City. And it's not that wide of a margin. But the point is, the first time I came, I was a 4-year-old. I'm like, yes, I'm running barefoot. And then, of course, I'm a kid. So actually, the first 4 or 5 years, I loved it. But once you get a grown-up mindset and you start realizing you have to shovel, you start
walking.
When you start driving,
a bus in it,
bro. When you get a car,
driving it, driving in it was the worst decision of my life. That made me notice I did not need a car in this weather. I need a truck. I need something with 4-wheel control. I said, yeah, nope, never again.
And you know what gets me too? Forget everything else. The salt with your car.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible, too. You got to get a car wash so much.
Not only that, if you want to take care of the underneath, you need to get that coating every year. There's this coating where it specifically is there to protect against salt. At this point, you might as well live near the sea because at least you don't have to deal with the snow and you have a beach. If my car's going to rust no matter what, live in Buffalo right next to a lake or live in Miami right next to the beach. This is such a tough decision.
No. It ain't tough. It ain't tough at all. Bitch, I'm going to the beach. But on that note, guys, this is Rhinos and Aliens. We are all over the place, but it's okay.
In typical Rhinos and Aliens fashion.
This is true.
This was a great episode, though.
I actually forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, guys, leave it a comment.
You
Depends on your perspective.
Oh, you were legit looking.
But guys, we're gonna do this quick rhino thrust. Number 1.
I love that noise.
Make sure you guys like this video because lately you guys have not. So I'm gonna need you to get on it.
Yo, you've noticed that, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to get on it. Best believe liking a video isn't hard. And it helps us out.
You know what's so bad? It's been so bad I'm having to like the videos, and before I'd never had to do that.
I like the videos.
Well, you like all...
Come on, guys.
But the videos where you see 2 or 3, bro, you're one of them, and then with my 2 channels, I'm the other 1 or 2. I'm like,
So come on, guys. Help us out so we can help you. Come on. We're trying to be great, and you guys can help us do that.
Where's the love?
Where's the love? Number 2. Where's the love? Subscribe. We are almost at 250. Woo woo. Number 3. Make sure you guys
hit that bell.
Ring a ding ding.
Ding a ding ling.
Ding a lang. Number 4, make sure you guys comment below on how your day is, or depends on your perspective.
Whoa. Number 4.
Rewind that. Number 4, make sure you guys share on all social medias. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we are putting a new link below in the description for locals. If you guys want to support us in anything, any donation helps us to be great, like I said before.
And that's where you get direct, quick 10-minute segments that's only on locals. So why not? Which
exactly.
I think
that's pretty cool.
And I think technically, at least the first one, we had the best flow that we can have.
Exactly. That shit was like easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Bada bing, bada boom.
So make sure you guys go check that out and follow us on any social medias. And number 5, make sure you guys comment below, just like I just said,
about anything
and everything. And
what?
Make sure you comment. Depends on your perspective. And just like that, guys, we are out of here.
Boom.
Cadoodle.
LLPH. Peace.
Just a friendly reminder, guys. Hit the subscribe button in this corner. And then for the newest video. Then for the most recommended. And then for our famous dick pic.